everyone, welcome back to my channel. I know you guys missed me. I missed you guys too. Well, since my last vlog I haven't been able to do anything because I have been working back to back. I just didn't want to do this stuff on Instagram. Wait, hold on, we need to take a little moment to admire this beauty. Okay, so earlier this week I posted on my WhatsApp and Instagram, and I was asking you guys to ask me anything you'd like me to answer or to give you an answer to. So yeah, I would be answering a few questions that you guys asked. So yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so I had to write them down, so I won't start going back to my phone and all of that. So yeah, the first question is from Instagram, and the person said, "What does your name mean?" Okay, first off, I don't know the name you're talking about because I have like two names. I am Bernice and I'm also Peremobere. Well, Bernice means victory, victorious, whatever. Then Peremobere is an Ijaw name and it means a woman that came with wealth. So yeah. And then the next question said, how did you meet how did you meet Mr. Williams, and when is he gracing the channel? Okay, let me answer the second part first. Uncle said he's not going to grace any channel. Well, when I started, he was gingering and he was like, "Start it, do YouTube." Because I was like, do you think I should do this stuff? That's always been on my mind, but do you think I should do it? And he was like, "Go ahead, do it. I'll give you the ginger that you want and everything." I was like, okay. Oh, he has been giving me ginger from behind the scene, but he said maybe in the future he's going to join me, but right now he says he's not doing. So yeah, he's not gracing the channel anytime soon. Then how did you meet Mr. Williams? Story. Please just grab your popcorn. I'm going to try to make it very short. Okay, wait, hold on. Short answer: on the streets of Instagram. A long answer: well, okay, sometime in 2020 I came to Abuja for Christmas. I didn't want to spend Christmas in Port Harcourt, so I told my parents I was coming to Abuja to stay with my sister and stuff. So I came to Abuja and my sister left me in Abuja and went to Lagos for our own Christmas. I was like, what the hell? So yeah, one night I was bored and going through Instagram, and then the next thing I saw was "Hey Dear," and I'm like, who is this one again? This was like 11 p.m. So I was like, I beg, it's too late to answer. So I was like, oh, I won't answer today and I'll answer tomorrow. But then I was like, okay, let me just go to his page and see how his pages and stuff. You know that stuff where you be like, let me go and see this person. If it's not worth it, I won't even answer. I'll probably block the person. So I went to his page, and guess what? I just saw this fine bobo sitting down there. I was like, I beg, I will answer. Me that wanted to form and said, okay, I won't answer till the next day. That's how I responded though. I was like, hi. And then here we started talking and just normal talk. Now, how are you? How are you doing? You really? And then he was like, oh, you've got super nice pictures. I have proof though. He doesn't ever agree that he said that, but I have proof. Well, he said, you've got super nice pictures here. And I was like, thank you. And that was it. We didn't talk till like 1 week later. And then he's like, oh, hi, can I have your number? And I was like, see this one, I didn't talk to Mrs. I was like, I was super bored in the Abuja and I wanted to make friends. I came to Abuja to make friends and I was single then. So I was like, okay, we exchanged numbers, and yeah, that was it. Okay, we hung out. We went for a birthday party that same day. Oh, the next day. Sorry. We went for a birthday party together the next day, and I was like, oh, he's not a bad person. And coincidentally, I don't know if I was sick, if it was coincidence or it was fate. And in fact, I don't know. It just happens to be that we stayed close to each other. Like his house was close to my sister's house, and I was like, I be this one is fate. Anyways, we got talking, we went for the party together, and it was like we've known each other for a very long time. We started vibing and became friends and stuff, but we didn't date. That was in December. We didn't date, we were just friends. In January we were still friends, and then I wanted him to check for his genotype because I don't know if you guys, in fact I've told you guys before, I'm AS. So yeah, I wanted him to check for his genotype first, so before the whole feelings things will come out, and you know how it is, it gets really messy. So yeah, I decided to wait till he did his genotype because he didn't know it. So yeah, he did it and he came out that he was AA. So I was like, let's give it a try. Anyways, we continued dating, and then 3 months into the relationship, Papa was already telling me that he's going to marry me, and then the next time he's coming, he's going to take me to his mom. I thought he was joking, and then 9 months later, uncle came and proposed, and that was it. You guys know the rest. So yeah, that's how I met Mr. Williams. So this one is from Instagram as well. It said, what is your most ridiculous nickname? Periwinkle. I don't know why people call me that, but it's just really weird. So next question is, how would you describe your wedding planner, and how can you recommend her to people? You already know who's asking me this question. It is the wedding planner. It is the wedding planner that asked me this question. Well, she's a very nice person. She's a very sweet person, and you just really need to, in fact, she's this kind of person that you don't need to stress yourself with. Just leave everything in her hands. She will do, if it means you have to come and wear your pants, she will. She's a very nice person, and if you're in Port Harcourt and you're looking, in fact, anywhere, if you're looking for an event planner that you want to give you something that you want, like to give you exactly what you want, and you don't want to get angry on your wedding day, Ada Events by AD is the best person you need to go to. So yeah, I've answered your question. So yeah, the next question is, what makes you angry? So now I am I like to arrange stuff. I am a very organized person, and I get really upset when I do something and you go there to scatter it, or I don't know how to describe it. If something is bad and it needs to be done, I like to get it done immediately. And if I see that somebody is delaying, or you're just stressed about you, like, once it's not perfect, I just get really upset about things, everything, my hair, my clothes, everything about me. If once everything around me is not okay, I get really upset. So that is what gets me upset. Then the next question is, what are you most excited about these days? I will share the story. I don't know, should I call it, I don't know what I'm going to call it, but you guys are going to find out soon enough what I'm excited about these days. The secret. Okay, so the next question is, what is one thing people don't know about you? Well, if they don't know about it, it's obviously because it's a secret, and why would I be answering that question? Sorry. Then the next question is, well, let me not be a boring person. One thing people do not know about me is I fart a lot. Sorry. So okay, the next question is, how do you start your day? So a typical day in my life is, well, right now is, I just wake up in the morning, make breakfast, and try to have my bath. Most times I don't have my bath immediately though. I just wait till like 2 hours later after I wake up, and probably, of course, I pray when I wake up. Immediately after I wake up, I pray and go to the bathroom, and after that I go to the kitchen, make breakfast, because I like to eat very, very early sometimes. So yeah, go to the kitchen, make breakfast, and try to arrange some things, because I told you guys I like my place to be very neat. So yeah, I just try to arrange some stuff, and that's it. Go on Instagram sometimes and don't know, do some research and stuff. Then that's exactly how I start my day. Nothing really special. So yeah, that is how I start my day, but that's not how exactly my whole day goes. And if you watch my other video, you see a typical day in my life. So yeah, that's how I start my day. So the next question is, how old are you? Guess my age in the comment section. Then, do you have a best friend? Yes, I do have a best friend. First of all, you guys need to understand that best friend is actually a very strong word. For you to call somebody your best friend, you need to, the person must have done really something to make that person your best friend. But right now, my best friend is actually my mom, and I have another best friend, which is Josine, and she's a Kenyan. We actually met on Instagram. Funny enough, I've been meeting like correct people, all the best people in my life on Instagram, and since we became friends, we're having like a typical relationship, a typical friendship that anybody would have. We have our fights, we have our quarrels, we have times where we cry, we have times where we pray together, laugh, mock each other and stuff. And she's just a very nice person. So yeah, she's my friend, best friend, and my mom too. My mom is actually my best friend. She's my best friend, so if you get what I mean. So yeah, this one said, what was the most embarrassing moment of your life? Okay, so I think I was still like 10, 11 or so. And then I went to, my cousins came from Warri to my house in Port Harcourt, and they were like, oh, we should go out and stuff. So they were like, okay, we should go to Mr. Biggs, because then there was Mr. Biggs in Port Harcourt. So we decided to go out that day. I know that stuff where you're like, oh, I'll buy my stuff, and you know that children's stuff where you buy your things and you want to keep it in your bag, so that when everybody finish eating their stuff, you eat your own later, and they start doing them longer truth. Well, mine was, they got ice cream for everybody and meat pie. So I had finished eating my meat pie. No, I ate half of the meat pie and I kept some in my handbag. You know those what's it called, those olden days what's it called, olden days gown that comes with cap, Christmas gown that comes with cap and handbag. So yeah, I put my ice cream and my meat pie inside the handbag. I didn't know the ice cream wasn't covered. In fact, the cover that they put on the stuff, I didn't know it wasn't supposed to be strong. Like, they just put it so you can have it and stuff. Me now, I went to put my own and covered it up inside my handbag, and I was feeling myself. Next thing, I was walking and ice cream was dripping on the floor. Like, everybody just turned and started laughing. Like, no. Somebody now said, what's coming out of your bag? What's coming out of your bag? And everybody just turned and looked at me, and I was like, oh, my ice cream. As I opened it, everything was like, my whole bag was messy. I couldn't raise my head up. I was small, but it was just so embarrassing. Like, everybody was like, oh, you wanted to I can't even start talking about it. But yeah, that was like one of the most embarrassing day of my life. Then, what's the hardest thing you've ever done? The hardest thing, I don't know, would be not, I don't know. I can't really tell what the hardest thing I've ever done is. Okay, yeah, the hardest thing I ever did in my life is not choosing to pursue my medlab career. It was very difficult. Like, you know, when everybody's expecting you to do what you've started and all of that, and I don't know, I just didn't want to do it. It wasn't very easy going all over to start again in a different stuff. Like, I had to leave medlab, like everything, no practice and all of that, and there I am being a fashion designer and a YouTuber. So yeah, that's like one of the hardest things I ever did. The whole process of doing the stuff wasn't easy, but I decided to do it, and yeah, that's like one of the hardest things I've done in my life. So this one says, what do you consider a red flag in a relationship? There are actually plenty red flags, but as a girl, coming from my own point of view, one red flag I'll see is you shouldn't be with somebody that doesn't call you. Nobody is ever too busy to call you, especially when the person has an interest. The person has said, oh, I like you. He shouldn't just ghost on you. So that's like a red flag. You can't say you love somebody and you don't check on the person. It's actually a very big red flag. Then you shouldn't be with the narcissist, somebody that likes himself too much. It's okay to like yourself, but I mean, like, you could tell, like, this person doesn't care about you. He cares about only himself. That is one red flag. And then the third red flag is somebody that doesn't give. Like, he's not a giver. I don't mean like you should be with somebody that's always coming to give you money up and down and everything. Giving doesn't necessarily mean money, but I mean, the person you should see that, oh, this person is a giver, not to you, could be to his family, to people around the person. So yeah, you shouldn't be with somebody that's not a giver, because in the long run you're going to regret being with that kind of person. So yeah, especially if you're a giver. So yeah, that's a red flag for me. And what is the worst assumption someone has ever made about you? That I'm a snob. Really, I'm not a snob. Well, if I don't talk to you, it's obviously because I do not know you. And if you approach me, I would say hello to you, because I'm a very chatty person, but I don't just jump on people and stuff. So yeah, I am not a snob, and I'm actually a very playful person if you get to know me, but sometimes I'm usually shy. So yeah, that's like the worst assumption that someone has ever made about me. So yeah, and the next question is, how did you know Oma J, and why did you make her your chief bridesmaid? Okay, it's a long story. Well, I knew her through her elder sister. Her elder sister used to be my classmate in fashion school. No, not my classmate, she was like my senior. But then we got closer because her house was like very close to my house. So she used to take me to my house every day and stuff. And you know, when you're always with somebody, I go with her to school together and come back from school together and everything. Like, we just started talking. And at that time, I was going through a terrible heartbreak. And this was in like 2018. I was going through a very terrible heartbreak, and we got talking and stuff. And then she was like, oh, you remind me of my younger sister, because Oma stays in Lagos and we were in Port Harcourt. So she was like, oh, you remind me so much of my younger sister, and I would like you guys to be friends. Like, you guys just have everything, you guys act a lot alike. And I was like, oh, okay, no wahala. So I think sometime in May or so, Oma came to Port Harcourt to see her, and that's how we saw each other and started talking. But we didn't get close, like almost we didn't get close immediately. We waited for a while until it was time for Maya to go. Her sister's name is Maya, and she wanted to go back to she wanted to go to Italy because she's married to an Italian. So yeah, she she was like, okay, so I'm leaving. You and Oma should continue the friendship. So that was it. Oma and I became very close, and we started talking, and I don't know, really became really close, and we started sharing stuff. And she's actually a very nice person. Oma is not my friend. Oma is like a sister to me, and she's this kind of person that you can call loyal. Like, she's this kind of person that if she likes you, she would go any lengths to be close to you. So yeah, that's how I became friends with Oma, and I decided to make her my chief bridesmaid because she's just, I don't know, she was just the perfect person for it. So yeah, she killed it. She was perfect. We didn't have issues, everything was okay, and she was just a very sweet person. She is a very sweet person. So yeah, that is all for today. That's all the questions I got from Instagram and WhatsApp. So yeah, if there's anything you'd like to know more about me, leave it in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate. Well, see, let me just leave one minute to appreciate my beauty again. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, and share and leave a comment as well. Love you guys.